from Minute Maid Park in Houston. Labor Day baseball coming up on the show. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Houston Astros. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shabby. And Singy, these two teams aren't rivals in the sense they play in the same division, but it's clear they have each other's attention.
Yeah, and they should be on each other's radars, and they could very well find themselves playing each other again in the postseason. And I'll tell you, that's a recipe to fast-track a rivalry. Both teams are talented, and I can't imagine a scenario where one backs down in this matchup.
Just about set to go now. And starting this one, Luis Garcia. What do we have on him?
Yeah, he's definitely had a struggle so far this year, as evidenced by that inflated whip. But he's going to have to find a way to get the base runners, put his team in a position to win a ball game. So we know he's prepared. We know this guy is a competitor, and we'll watch how he works in this one.
And now for the Jays, Jonathan Miles. And that is in for a strike. And we are underway in game one of the series. And that is cut on and missed. 0-2. Got him swinging.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But you know what happens.
And it finds its way through for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. Merrifield on the move. Throw to second. He's safe.
I think that steal kind of sets the tone, not just for this game, but for the entire series. First inning, game one. So that kind of tells me they're going to be aggressive on offense and try to force the issue whenever they can.
And the 0-1. Line drive. Pulls up, and that's in there for a knock. Now a long throw home. And he's out.
I think the base runner thought he had a better jump on that than the third base coach clearly as he tried to score from second. Third base coach was trying to hold him up, had both arms up, but he ran through the stop sign, and that's a costly base running mistake.
And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate, leading the American League in homers coming into this one, having a monster season. And there's the strike. Packed house here at Minute Maid. Next pitch has popped up. Estrada under it. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. One left for Toronto, and now the Astros go to work for the first time. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in Houston, and today's starter, Clayton Kershaw. Chris, he is a fun one to watch do his thing out there.
Yeah, Boogie's racked up over 3,000 strikeouts in his career, so expect to see more.
Let's go, you down.
All set for the start of the inning. And now here is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And that is in for a strike. 0-1.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there in the mound.
Next offering misses, and that is ball one. And another ball.
See how the catcher wanted that pitch up and in. Wanted to try to tie him up. That's the one thing we're seeing, that high fastball. You have to get it up there because of how hitters have changed their swings.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And quickly one away in the second.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
And here is Alejandro Kirk. Second inning here, no score. That's in there, and it's a ball and a strike. And foul ball. Righty delivers. Line drive, base hit, right field.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
Up to the plate is Brandon Belt. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And here it comes. 2 balls, no strikes to count.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Good hitters count the 2-0.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count,
No,
you're taking all the way. See if they'll walk you.
And he deals. And now 3-1. And the 3-1. Out there to center. McCormick hauls it in, and there's 2 away. And now it's Dalton Varsho. 7th right now and runs batted in the American League. In the air to left center.
Come on, man. Fuck.
Puts the squeeze on that one. And that's the 3rd out. Blue Jays held in check. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the inning.
Okay, shout to the clean inning here, bud. Fuck.
Here's Max Muncy. That funky Muncy. Garcia back to work. Muncy, a former All-Star, 33 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. The pitch. And that one fouled off. Here's the 0-2. There. Line drive, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Really nice job with 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Now here is Jonathan Miles.
Shit.
Ground ball right side,
No.
could be 2.
Get there. Use your speed, Miles. Fuck.
And they get him easily at first. It's a double play.
The 3-6-1 double play, in my opinion, is one of the toughest plays to make. You've got a pitcher covering first, and the middle infielder throwing to a moving target. Everything has to be perfect, and right there, they made it look pretty easy.
The pitch. Swing and a ground ball out to short.
Ah, come on,
Slings to
man.
first. That's the 3rd out. Ready to go for the last.
Nice. Okay.
So digging in,
little bit sketchy
Bichette.
first shot, right?
Yeah, the right-hander back to work. There's your strike. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. That's inside. And the count is 1-2.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
Next pitch is popped up. Pena makes the grab, one away.
Going to have a little more discipline in future at bats. That pitch looked good, but you can't hit it. It was just too high in the zone. You usually see a swing and miss or weak contact in the infield.
The 0-1. That's ripped. Base hit. And that's going to roll to the wall. Makes the turn and heads for second. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Really stayed inside that baseball to send it to the opposite field. With the shift onto the pull side, that's an easy knock if you'll take it.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. And first offering is fouled off. Springer over at second, one down. Next offering is in for a strike. At the belt and fires. And that's down and away.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
One and two here. This one kicks away a little as he can't squeeze it. And Guerrero is set down.
You hear people talk about letting the ball travel so often in terms of a hitting approach, and that's a great example why right there. If he's willing to let that curveball get a little deeper into the zone before he commits, he's way more likely to recognize that it's making a beeline for the dirt. On the other side, still a nice two-strike pitch, though.
Kurt in now, takes ball one off the plate. Next offering is down low, and the count is 2-0. And that's in there at the knees. Yeah, the 2-1 hammered the foul. In the air, left field. Perez in position. Makes the catch, inning over. One left for Toronto. They trail here, 1-0. And welcome back. Bottom of the fourth. Now it's going to be Brandon Bell. The wind of the pitch. Fought off foul. The wind of the pitch. On a line.
No fucking way, man. This defense.
You love to see when a guy's hungry to make a play. Right there, an excellent diving catch. You can absolutely tell he was all in and tracking that ball down.
Here's the left fielder, Dalton Varsho. And first offering is fouled off. Here comes a pitch. On the ground at first. And he handles it himself for the out. Max Muncy at the pitch. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Hard ground ball, base
Another
knock.
single. All right, beginning of that.
So the batting order turns over. Jonathan Miles digs in now. The other way, and it goes just foul.
Off the bat, it looked like this was going to be a nice hit down the line, maybe extra bases, but it kept slicing and landed just foul.
The pitch. Center field.
Every
McCormick on the
fucking
run.
time,
Makes the
man.
grab on the run. And that
How
is the third out of the inning. Blue Jays held in check.
Could do we?
Back here at Minute Maid Park, we head to the bottom of the fifth. Here's Alex Bregman. He's kind of an out.
Give me. All right, there we go. That would be a start.
Merrifield up to the plate. Garcia back to work.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
Line drive.
Get down, ball. Get down.
Base
There we go.
hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff nod.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
No outs. Runner at first. So up next for Toronto, Bo Bichette. Line drive. That's a base hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
One of the first real jams of the game for him, Boone. Back-to-back singles to start the inning, and he's had a real solid outing, but he needs to lock this situation down if he wants it to stay that way.
Here's George Springer. And that one is lifted.
Now we're really cooking.
For a base hit. And they're happy to play station to station right here. Bases loaded, nobody out.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. You know what they say, you couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. There's a strike. All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. Comes up empty, that's strike 2. Activity in the bullpen for Houston. Brian Abreu appears to be getting loose. Maton getting cranked up as well. 0-2 now. And there's a ball.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
And down on the strikes he goes. Huge strikeout there.
Well, tough night at the dish. Punching out for the 3rd time right there. He just hasn't looked very comfortable at the plate. A little unsure of his timing right now. Not picking up the spin and location of these pitches. He'll have some adjustments to make.
Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. That one inside, and it's 1-0.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Righty to the plate. That's towards center. Brings it in. Both runners tagging. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. We're tied at 1.
Well, we got ourselves a new ball game. Nice job right there at the plate. Sacrifice fly, and he gets in the tying run.
And next for Toronto, Brandon Bell.
And remember, he was absolutely robbed of a base hit last time up.
Good eye right there. The 1-0. He swings and fouls one off.
He can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So you don't worry as much about him in this situation. Very capable of getting a ground ball and getting out of this little jam.
And a 1-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. High fly ball, right field.
For fuck's sakes, man.
Makes the catch, and that ends the inning. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6, and the 5, 6, 7 slots due up. All tied 1-1. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Mitch White.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big...
So digging in, Dalton Varsho. And the pitch. Line to second, snagged on the bounce. Gathers and throws to first. 1 up, 1 down. Here comes Max Muncy. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
Looks like he went up there guessing on the first pitch and was going to sell out to it. Didn't make any contact, though.
Knocks it down.
Oh, he still gets the out. What?
Plenty of time to recover, and that's the second out. So the lineup flips over. Jonathan Miles next up for the Blue Jays. Swinging a foul straight back. In the air, left field, down the line.
You guys catch everything in the outfield.
Puts it away for the out. That is the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays, and they still trail it here, 3-1. Set for the last. Half of the 7th, and stepping.
Fuck's
So
sake.
a new pitcher out of the bullpen for the Astros, Brian Abreu. This guy can bring it velocity-wise. The pitch. Merrifield stands in now and watches strike 1. That one out to right. Tucker on the move.
They're
Makes the
fucking
grab on the run. And there's 1 down.
So a drop and drive on that swing. Backside collapsing just a little bit. Trying to put the ball in the air.
Bichette in the box here lets that one go for a ball. High fly ball out to center field. McCormick has it sized up. He makes the grab, and there's 2 down.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
And first offering is fouled off. On the ground to the left. Tosses across the first. That ends the frame. Back here in Houston. On to the bottom of the 8th. And now the first base. Stepping in, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Abreu back to work. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Abreu, in his 5th season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and occasionally mixes in the slurve. Next offering is fouled back. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Some high cheese for strike 3. Next to hit, Alejandro Kirk.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. And a swing and a miss there. That one misses. 1-2 the count. Next offering popped in the air, right field. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. 2 up, 2 down. At the plate, Brandon Belt. And that's in there for strike 1. Swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Well, they win the opener at home. First game of the 3-game series, and there's just such a good feeling when you're in your own ballpark, you're sleeping in your own bed, you're eating your clubhouse manager's food, everything's right in your world, and they played like it today.
5-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding. Funny guys.
Inside the show with
Welcome to Houston, Texas, and Minute Maid Park. 2 of the best teams in the game square off. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Houston Astros. Alongside my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shoppy. Thanks for joining us here. Well, Singy, couple of first-place teams, 2 of the best in the sport squaring off here tonight.
Well, coming into the season, based on the moves that they made in the offseason, this is the expectation. So they are realizing their potential. But going head-to-head, this might be a preview late in October.
Just about ready to go. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Lance McCullers Jr. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
He's been a very solid pitcher throughout his career. ERA around 3.5. What I like is he competes, he stays in the game, and he gives it.
Bottom of the first. Now it's the DH, J.J. Matijevic. And a pitch. And that one is inside. Gosman, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a splitter, a slider, and he works in a changeup. The next pitch misses, and it's 2-0. Just missed. Next pitch in for a strike, 3-1. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Fires to first on the run. 1 up, 1 down. Now we check out the Astros lineup. In the 6th spot for them in this one, Vinny Pasquantino.
Yeah, definitely someone I always enjoy, when I get a chance to watch him, whether he's hitting a game or even taking swings during batting practice. Man, this guy's always so focused on what he's doing on that task at hand. He's got so much attention to detail that when he steps in the box, his success rate is really high.
And now it's Alex Bregman. Ball 1, no strikes. Bregman, who had a great career at LSU. He was the 2nd overall pick in 2015. He wears that number on his back, number 2. And Singy, he was a big Derek Jeter fan growing up. 1 down, base is empty. Pitch is in there. Now 2-1.
Oh, Boog, a lot of guys would love to be taken in the 1st round and 2nd overall, but Alex Bregman seems to have carried that as a chip on his shoulder over the years, not being the number 1 pick overall. And he's played in such a way where he's always trying to show people that he's the best, and it's translated on both sides of the ball.
Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. 1 down. Yordan Alvarez. Now at the plate.
So clutch, you could argue that he's been this team's MVP this year. I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle, but I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Left-hand batter waits. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
First strikeout for him in this one. That splitter is maybe the go-to pitch when he's looking for a swing and miss like that. He throws it quite a bit. And that's a good example of the effect it can have on a hitter.
And puts the squeeze on that one. And that'll do it. So the Astros lead 1, scoreless after 1. Back here at the ballpark.
Bases were juiced and we
And
didn't
stepping
get
in for the Astros, Jeremy Pena. And a pitch. Foul ball. Pretty unique upbringing for Jeremy Pena, at least in terms of a kid who was born in the Dominican Republic, but then he moved to Rhode Island, not exactly a baseball hotbed, and he played his college ball at Maine. He was a University of Maine Black Bear, and then went on to be a 3rd-round pick of the Astros in 2018. Crushed in the air. Left center field. Way back there. No doubt about it. He flexes his power with that swing. His 26th of the year. It's 1-0. He put a charge into that one.
That was a lightning swing right there, no doubt about it. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and then have that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Vinny Pasquantino in the box now. No balls and a strike. There's a strike.
But we just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
The 0-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And the 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 0-2. Ripped on a line. Varsho pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one down. Yainer Diaz up next for the Astros. In there, and it's 0-1.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
The 0-2. That one drifts inside. Good eye in that spot.
It's a good take.
Kicks and fires. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And the right-hander deals. That's off the mark. And a full countdown. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 out.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Next offering is downstairs. The 1-1 is fouled off. Here's a 1-2. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So 2 down. Pedro Leon up next for the Astros. Didn't play in last night's game. A little breather for him. And a swing and a line drive at a right field. Springer there makes the catch, but they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's now a 1-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in now here's the Astros designated hitter, J.J. Matijevic. The right-hander back to work. And there's the strike. Matijevic hitting leadoff in today's game, and he was a second-round pick back in 2017. 0-2 now. That one missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. In the dirt. Fires over to Guerrero. Leadoff man retired here in the 3rd. Now it's Alex Bregman. And he's already singled in this game. Here's a strike. Singy, this guy was a shortstop most of his life. He's transitioned very nicely to third base, and the power has come at the major league level. Here's a 1-1. And that's in for a strike.
Yeah, and one thing, even though we don't see a whole lot of bunting these days, I've always been impressed with how he's been able to make that play up the third base line and throw firm to first to get the out.
What a play.
Fires over to Guerrero.
Let's go.
And they get Bregman for the out. Now it's Yordan Alvarez. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The 0-2. Got him looking. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing there for Houston, but they still lead it 1-0. On to the 4th.
Let's go. Let's go.
Here's Kyle Tucker. Gosman back to work. Here's a high chopper. Kirk throws to first in time. And one gone in the fourth as they get the leadoff man. And next to hit for Houston, Jeremy Pena. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Jeremy Pena, Chris, what a story. 2022 and the impact he had in the playoffs. He was not only the ALCS MVP, but he was also the World Series MVP when the Astros won it all. Next offering is in for a strike.
I think what's so impressive is that he had some really big shoes to fill in Carlos Correa departing as a free agent. And this kid looked like he'd been in the big leagues for a much longer time than he had. Very impressive on both sides of the ball.
Pasquantino stands in here, takes ball one low. And it's through for a hit. And that keeps the inning going. At the plate is the Astros catcher, Yainer Diaz. And ball one. And that one pulled foul. Next offering is in for a strike. Pasquantino leads off first with 2 down to the inning. That's a little bit low.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
One left for Houston. Score hole. And welcome back. And stepping in for the Astros, Chas McCormick. On the ground, right side. On the run, sends it over to first. Oh, he throws it away.
Well, it's been a struggle on offense for them in this one, so maybe that wakes them up a little bit. You know, an error can certainly give the opposing lineup something to get excited about. You got somebody on base, so we'll see if they can make something of it.
Another throw to second, and he's back again. Leon batting for the second time, and that's strike one. Ripped to short. In plenty of time to first, and that's the first out in the bottom of the fifth. So now the DH spot, J.J. Matijevic. There's the strike.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Left-hand hitter waits. Popped up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away.
Yeah, that was a wasted RBI opportunity, but a competitor like him, he is looking forward to making up for it in his next at-bat.
Bregman stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Next offering is in for a strike. McCormick at second with 2 down. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. So no runs on no hits, 1 error and a... Back here in Houston, top of the 6th inning. Here's Jordan Alvarez. Gosman back to work. Alvarez is from Cuba. He grew up idolizing a future teammate, Yuli Gurriel, who is 13 years his senior. And a good eye there.
Struggled a little bit in this one. A couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at-bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
And that's a strike. And now a full count.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
And it's ball 4. He missed down low.
Now a great back and forth in that at-bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Nobody out. Runner at first. Laser. Base hit. Around second, on his way to third. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out.
All over that one right there. He got a pitch he could get to out front, kept his bat through the ball, and didn't pull off or roll his hands over. And that allowed him to rip that ball down the line for the double. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Righty delivers. That one fouled off.
So critical to keep an eye on the pitch count this time of the year. Guys can start to run on fumes a little bit. Mechanics can drop off. And we know they need him to be fresh and ready for big innings in October.
And here it comes. Gets a piece and stays alive. Base runners at second and third here. No outs. Next pitch way upstairs. Right through there, got him. Down on strikes, and he knew it.
Boog, he was shopping at the buckle right there. The way that slider made him walk, that was just nasty.
Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Kevin Gosman makes way. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. So they bring on the veteran, Adam Simber.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings. I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Simber is ready. And that's a strikeout looking. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees.
Well, even if you don't feel great about it, you've got to swing the bat with 2 strikes in this situation. You've got the tying run out there in scoring position. Just put the ball in play. Maybe something good will happen. It just didn't look like he understood the situation.
Diaz at the plate now. That's ball 1. There's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Let's go.
And that'll end the inning. 2 left for the Astros, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. We go to the top of the Here's the center fielder, Chas McCormick. 1 for 2. And he deals. And takes low for ball 1. Lined, and that's a base hit.
Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it. And now, let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Swing and a miss.
with 2 strikes. May see some movement over there at first base, try to stay out of a double play here.
Right-handed reliever. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater. J.J. Matichevich up next for the Astros. Line, and that's a base hit. Lead runner around second. Cut off, throw to third. In there safely. Here's Alex Bregman. 1 for 3. And first offering is fouled off.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Next pitch downstairs, and the count even 1-1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
In there at the knees, and it's 1-2.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and it clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Kicks and deals. And that one hit to first. Takes it to the bag. That's one.
Look at the big guy getting down and dirty, robbing what probably would have been a double if it gets by him. You love to see that because most times it's the shortstop or second baseman, but he wants to get in the mix a little bit as well.
So next up for Houston, Yordan Alvarez. This guy has turned into a beast. New pitcher now for the Jays, Eric Swanson.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Next offering is fouled back. With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead.
Yeah!
Swing and a miss, and he struck him.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go.
Had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Rubber match, here we come. Let's go. Swanson. Woo.
Astros go to the pen, and here comes Phil Maton. Digging in, Kyle Tucker. Here comes a pitch. And first offering is fouled off. That one down the line. Steps on first for the out.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
Jeremy Pena up next for the Astros. He's already homered here in this one. And he pumps in a strike.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
Next offering is in for a strike. Line drive, base hit.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise, he put a great swing on it. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion. Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you can find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Pitch out, but no action. Right-hander kicks, deals. Chris with that distraction and a speedy guy at first. He's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
The tying run at the plate. Off the mark there. 3 balls and a strike.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter. At this point in the ball game, you know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Maybe a little loss of focus. On the mound right there, pretty much gifted in first base with a quick free pass.
Into center. Miles settles underneath it. 2 down. So first and second with 2 outs. And now the center fielder, Chas McCormick. Fouled off. He was late. Pena over at second. Myers on at first with 2 down. Line drive, base hit. Pena rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score, and they trail by 1.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
On the ground to third.
We're
the throw to first. They limit the damage here. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 4-3 ball game. We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Set. So the Houston lineup turns over. And now the DH, J.J. Matijevic. Now it's Jordan Romano out of the bullpen. He last pitched 2 days ago. First pitch, and he just misses.
Now, Boog, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
The pitch. And a count 1-2. Okay, so Jordan Romano, a guy who never used cologne until a teammate gave him a bottle in 2021. He's been using it for games ever since. He rotates 3 colognes. Number 1, feeling good. Number 2, feeling dangerous. Number 3, let's snap a losing streak.
Sounds like he's got all the bases covered with that.
Bregman, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Out to short, Bichette. Whips it across. Now only 1 out remaining. And next to hit for Houston, Yordan Alvarez. A strikeout and a walk. Clips the corner, and that's strike 1. Romano, 30 years old now, a former first-round pick back in 2018. And it's even up. 2-run game with 2 away here in the bottom of the 9th. And 1-2.
It's been a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow sit.
Yeah! And we are in the rubber match. Hard-fought win at game number 2.
Everything, some timely hitting, runs on the board.
Let's go, baby.
Defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
The 5-3 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Couple wins, couple ills. Took a hit right out the field. Now I got to just know how to flip it when it feels. balance, never been in balance. It's a challenge when your talent come equipped with damage. Getting callous to what matters and you miss the pattern. How to manage your position is the trick to catch it. How to handle what you're given is a different matter. Skip the magic, it don't happen overnight. You don't have to overwrite when it's saying how you didn't plan it. Understanding I ain't got it when I gave it all I had. Nothing missing in the map, but the vision in the path. I'm a visit in the past with a pen and pad. I'll be back.
Inside the show.
From Minute Maid Park in Houston, two of the best teams in the game square off. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Houston Astros. Along with Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Though both sides, this game really matters as the postseason is approaching.
Well, at this point of the year, guys are a little bit tired, but you've got to find a way to dig deeper and bring out your best with so much opportunity to be able to punch your ticket for October.
So just about set and on the hill here today, Jose Urquidy. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of, tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Next offering is in for a strike.
1-1.
Packed house here at Minute Maid. The wind, the kick, and the 1-2. Popped up, middle of the diamond. Leon drifts towards it and makes the grab. And there's one down. The batter now, Jorge Polanco.
The second baseman, Jorge Polanco.
Bounce to the right side.
Fuck.
And a couple of quick outs. 2 outs, base is empty. Bo Bichette up to the dish. And first offering is fouled off. And a pitch. This to third, Bregman. And that'll do it. Blue Jays go down in order. Now here come the Astros, no score. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here at Minute Maid Park. And today's starting pitcher, Chris Bassett.
Yeah, he battled through 7 innings last time out. He pitched well enough to get the win thanks to that offense. He'll look to turn in another quality start in this one.
of the first.
Wow. Hit.
And the batter is George Springer. 3 for 8 in the series coming in. Urquidy back to work. Ball 1 there. Urquidy, a former Gold Glove winner. He features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a curve, a slider. Originally uses a cutter. Tucker should have it.
All season long, right to the spot.
Squeezes it. And there's one away. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Homered last night, added another hit as well. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And wow, that one is way out of here.
Instant answer.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. goes deep. Home run number 35 on the year. And this game is tied. It's 1-1.
First home run of the stream. Feels good. Back.
Managed to keep his mechanics intact long enough to get to the ball and through it, and it went a long way.
1 out, base is empty. So up next for Toronto, Alejandro Kirk. First offering, and it just misses.
Is that a ball? All right.
There's the strike. Gary Simmons has the plate duty in this one.
Well, with Simmons, it's not always your standard strike zone, Boog. It kind of gives a little extra in some parts of the zone and then can be tighter in others. But I think the important thing is he doesn't get labeled as inconsistent, so you got to stay ready up there.
Ripped to third and caught.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Up to the plate, it's Brandon Belt. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Bregman is under it. Yeah, they get Belt for the out. And that is that. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. All even now at 1-1. You're dialed into the show. Back here at the ballpark. And now it's Dalton Varsho. Good power, not great in the OBP department. And the right-hander back to work. Swinging a foul straight back. The next offering misses. And now it's even 1-1. And that's in for a strike. The pitch. Good job to fight that one off. The wind of the pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Guys become defensive, and all of a sudden, for the hitter, that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
1 down, base is empty. On a line, base hit. Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Jonathan Miles. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Base hit, center field. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now one out.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
And here is Jorge Polanco. And first offering is fouled off. Muncy, the lead runner, out at second. Miles at first. One gone.
You know, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So you don't worry as much about him in this situation. Very capable of getting a ground ball and getting out of this little jam.
Makes the grab. Runner tagging for third.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. He's 0 for 1. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. And there's a foul ball. Two on, 2 outs. And a count 1-2. The pitch. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. And now 2-2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Rip towards
Fuck,
third.
man.
They take the force out. That's out number 3. Blue Jays leave a pair. And they trail it here 2-1. As we go to the last of the third, and now it's out.
Not to worry.
Here's George Springer to start it off. Flied out his first time. The wind and the pitch. Late on that fastball.
Why do I like Mapai so
much? Going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
And it's fouled away.
Let's straighten that one out a little.
Tapped back up the middle. The throw to first. That's the first out in the top of the 4th. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. He's already homered in this game. Swings through that one. 0-1.
These guys have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
Got some real wood on that.
Myers puts it away, and there's 2 away. Here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. He's 0 for 1. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
It's amazing to look up and see 88 miles per hour on that changeup. Back in the day, that was a pretty good fastball. But with high velocities these days, that speed differential is right where it needs to be.
2 down, nobody on. And down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing. And welcome back. Leading off, Brandon Bell. 0 for 1 as he popped out foul to third his first time up. That misses the zone. 1-0. And another ball.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Next pitch misses inside, and that's ball 3. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. That one pushed foul. .3-1 is on the way. That's ripped into the outfield. And that one gets down, fair ball. The throw to second. Safe at second with nobody out, and he represents the tying run. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. In there for strike 1. No outs, runner on second. Smoked on the ground a second. One away here in the 5th. Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. Picked up a base hit to center his first time on. Runners breaking for the plate. Strike in there. And they tag him out. Oh, 0-2 now. That one ran inside, almost got him. That misses the zone. Now 2-2.
Fuck, accidentally pressed L2. Fuck.
The wind of the pitch. Up the middle. Tosses to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. Back here in back to the top of the lineup. Here's the center fielder, Jonathan Miles. The wind to kick the pitch. Line drive. Caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
Jorge Polanco next up for the Blue Jays.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
Ooh.
Well, you can hear that ring off the mask from up here. Definitely took a shot that time, but I think he's hanging in there.
Yeah, great to see him moving around okay. It's amazing how far the equipment has come in terms of protecting the umpires back there, and that's a good thing.
Ground ball right side.
Shit, man.
He'll do it himself. And a couple of quick outs. And next for Toronto, Bo Bichette. That one's in there, 0-1. Bichette, a career batting average over 300, and he's won a Silver Slugger in the American League. And a liner around into right center for a base hit. Now he'll turn for second. And that's a 2-bagger.
Everything came together for him. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. One left for Toronto. They're down 2-1. New inning getting started, and now for the Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. The pitch. Line drive to short and caught.
Yikes, that ball was scorched, an absolute missile, and it almost becomes self-defense as the fielder. When one of those things comes screaming towards you, watch your lips.
Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. That one ripped.
Oh, don't.
And that's a base hit.
Don't do that. Oh, no. I didn't think he was going to cut that off.
Manager out of a new arm into the game, the righty, Brian Abreu. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Next is the designated hitter, Brandon Bell. And he swings and misses, and it's up
96
with a single base runner. Because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds it second with one gone.
Just kept it simple, played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down. Now we'll see if they can pick up that tying run and start us over here in the late innings.
Varsho swings through it for strike one. And a base hit. Throw comes in quickly, and the tying run forced to hold on at third with one away.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. Tying run's now just 90 feet away. Just got to be wary of that double play, though. That would strand him in the inning.
Next one misses. Ball one.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
Can't get too big here, Boog, with the bases loaded.
That's smacked on a line to center. That's a base hit.
Yeah.
In comes the
Let's go, baby.
It's 2-2.
Let's go.
Bases juiced. He refused to get pull happy. He stayed within himself, drove the ball to center field. That'll get across a run.
They hand the ball over to a new arm, Phil Maton.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Bell, the runner at third. Varsho at second. Muncy over at first with one away. That one hooked foul. Here's the 0-2. Struck him out looking.
Well, that was such a great opportunity to grab the lead. You had the infield back. All you got to do is just put the ball in play on the ground, and you drive across a run. It's a frustrating outcome for the hitter. Now, I'll still have a chance, but it's probably going to take a clutch hit with 2 outs.
And first offering is fouled off.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
Foul ball still 0-2. 2 outs. Bases are full. That one missing inside. And a swing.
Oh, no.
Huge strikeout there.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Back here at Minute Maid Park. And stepping in for the Astros, Joe Perez. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. That's it for Chris Bassett, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break. Out of the bullpen for the Jays, number 60. He's making his second appearance of the season. So the bases loaded with one away. So next up for Houston, Alex Bregman. New pitcher now for the Jays, Tim Meza.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him. At the dish, looking to lift the ball.
Come on, you get some inherited earners. Come on. Fuck!
Rafael Montero gets the call from the pen.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Lifted in the air, right center field. McCormick has it sized up. And he makes the catch. One down. And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. Swings through that one. 0-1. And fouled off. The 0-2. Stays alive. Next pitch is inside. And it's 1-2.
Oh, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
In the dirt, Diaz collects, fires to first, gets the out, 2 down after the strikeout. 2 outs, base is empty. Next to hit, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That one's carrying. And it's out of here.
Ooh, you chicken stumps.
His second home run of the
If there's a
game,
team who
and
can
they're
come
chipping
back,
away.
it
It's
is
6-3.
us. Boom.
Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game.
Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. And that's downstairs and outside.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here, on your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Foul ball there. The pitch. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind.
No.
The way that
And there's the 3rd out. That'll do it for the inning. Toronto picks up 1 on this homer, and they've doubled up now. It's 6-3. Ready for the bottom of the 8th, and stepping in for the So here comes Ryan Presley to the mat.
Outstanding year for him out of the pen in terms of locking up wins for this ball club. A chance right here for his 45th save of the season.
And here it comes. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. Presley, multi-time All-Star. He features a slider, a four-seamer, a slurve, and he works in a changeup. Swings and misses, and it's 0-2. And there's a ball. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And now it's Max Muncy.
He was the big part of the field last time. Nice liner to center.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Presley, he's made a name for himself as a very effective reliever, but not really what you expect from a bullpen arm these days because he's not out there racking up Ks. Swings through that.
I think it's the deception, his ability to change arm angles and slots and give hitters different looks within one at bat. They're never able to get comfortable. When you only see him once, a lot of times he has success.
And a ball and 2 strikes. Muncy hits one in the air. McCormick has it sized up. Puts the squeeze on it. Out. Number 2. Got to be clever, too, when you don't have that lights-out stuff, right?
Absolutely. You got to know what you're able to do. Instead of focusing on what that hitter's strength is, stay with your strength and trust that you'll come out on top.
Line to left. Fair ball. Jorge Polanco next up for the Blue Jays. And first offering is fouled off. Righty to the plate. Next offering is outside. The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
You don't reach 45 saves in a season by wasting opportunities. This guy's been taking advantage of these moments all year, and we saw it happen again in this win.
6-3 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.